Okay, I'm ready. Who's
You're
next?
like, it depends on who it is.
We don't even know who's next.
Yeah.
And Chris is on Vicodin. It's Wendy.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We are
We're-
good.
We're making it.
Just got rested up.
So you won an award.
I did. I was so excited. I forgot I was in face paint and everything when I got the award. I looked
So
at the
what-
pictures. I went, "Oh no!"
It's okay.
Were you
should have seen my
surprised that
face.
you won the award?
Yes, I was. It was wonderful, but I was definitely surprised.
So what award did you win?
I got the Rising Star Award.
Very cool.
Ian's award.
Stop it. No. So, how long have you been in business?
This will be our first full year with Wicked FX. So we started last year at Fair Expo, and so we're just now a full-fledged year. We're a yearling.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that for you. So what do you guys do? Like, I know what you all do. But for everybody that doesn't know, what do you guys do?
We have a lot of 3D printed products. We are trying to take 3D printing to the next level of prop creation because I think it's a very big next step for things. Because the way you can reproduce products, the same ones, and do them to scale is pretty cool. I do a lot of that, but I also do a little bit of costuming. I'm a makeup artist, so I do prosthetics, which I really love. That's where I've started in. And we just combine Matt's love for printing and my love for making really creepy stuff. So we do a lot of custom work too.
I have to admit, my favorite thing that you sell is the prosthetics because I use them for my creepy looking bears
Nice.
all the time. So I have to admit that's my favorite. Every time that I see you, I normally buy some just so I can use them. So, but I know that a lot of people also buy your death whistles because I see everybody walking around with them. And I heard one in the bathroom, right? Like as I was leaving the costume ball. It was hilarious. So you said you're a makeup artist. How long have you
Yes.
been doing that?
Oh goodness. Oh gosh, at least 15 years. I've started
Do
off.
Do it professionally or like home?
I have my professional, my day job, my real is a paramedic. So I've kind of taken that in. I work with the military with military moulage, and I've done a lot of contracting with them. And I've worked on a few movies and a few side commercials and things like that. Just now that I've kind of gotten out of EMS and trying to transition into the real world, I'm trying to really push that more. So yes.
Right. That's awesome though. So, what would be your overall since you said this is your first year? What would be like an overall goal for you growing as a vendor?
My goal, well, our next step is to try to find a more space, more because we have 30 printers in our house, and my shop is in the basement. So everywhere I turn around, I'm tripping over stuff. But my goal is to have a bigger space so we can fill more orders and get a little bit bigger stuff and get that big printer that's as big as a dining room table. I have two that are half the size. The next step is the big one, and it's faster, so I can make a lot more props a lot faster.
Have you seen those 3D printers that are like the size of a room?
Yes, those are amazing, and they're about $30,000 to $40,000 though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
You
insane.
got it.
You're like, my 5-year plan is to buy a one the size of my room. if your next year plan is to get one the size of your table, then that has to be your 5 year.
Yeah. Well, Matt's great. He couldn't be here because he's actually still returning our trailer because we just got it unpacked. But he actually builds 3D printers because that's what he does. He's an IT guy, so he's
That's
great with
awesome.
them. He's really good. He can make him do just about anything.
That's cool. Mine's going in the background right now.
Yeah.
I only have one though. I'm not that fancy. So as far as, products that you brought with you this year, what was like your favorite that you were selling?
Oh gosh, I probably really love my barrel toppers that we're doing because my Grumpy Gary and the Evil Eric, he sold really well. And the Dreadful Dip is probably though he's a little skull little guy. I love him because actually sculpted him in clay and then scanned him into a computer program, and I can print him in any size. So that's the nice thing about that. So you can do it in any size you want. So he's probably, I think Dreadful Dip would be my favorite.
Are you also a computer whiz? Are you really good with technology?
No.
It sounds like you are, though.
I'm learning. That's teaching me, but I do most of the painting and the sculpting, and he does all the scanning and all the making things work. So
There's nothing wrong with that because I am not a tech person at
yeah,
all. And I know Doug isn't.
I get too close, it stops working.
I know Doug isn't because every show we've ever gone on to, you're still on mute every time. So we're still learning. It's okay.
So
I
true.
I don't know how I guess another thing of mine that is like that you do that's my favorite is those ice cream cones, like the moldy ones. Those are so cool looking and they're really realistic.
I love mold and mushrooms, anything kind of natural. So those are just a lot of fun to make. What I tried to do is I tried to keep. I have the whole fungus line, and then I have the blood and bone, and then I have the toxic line. So I'm just trying to make all stuff to kind of fit in with that for this year. And
So
yeah,
as far as your prosthetics go, would you recommend them for costuming or only like for face prosthetics or how would you use them?
well, I can't. They the silicone prosthetics that I make are better for your face and for cosplay for haunted houses. But I also do the same ones in a latex form too, so you can have them on your clothes and you can have them on your face as well. So I have made double molds, so I can have them either or, so more people can use them.
Right. Doug, do you have questions? I just realized that I should probably ask if you do too.
No, I'm loving it. I'm just sitting back going, okay.
He's like, I'm listening in.
Well, Wendy, this was your second year at Fair Expo. Have you done any other shows yet?
I do a lot of horror based ones because I do a lot of painting for horror themes. So I've done Horror Hound, I've done Creepy Con, and then we did Transworld this year as well. We stepped into that and we did pretty good. So just learning the convention circuit has been uh, fun. I've always attended for ever since forever, but going to them is a lot bigger. That's a lot more stuff. I had to pack a lot more stuff.
What was the first show that you ended up doing?
Fear Expo was my first show. Was my very first vending. Yeah.
I love this. Well, that's great. And you came back for year two.
Yep.
Year three, we are working on right now. I'm super excited. We've seen such growth. The first year Tane was there, I mean, we were happy with what we had, and to see the numbers just keep getting larger and larger every year. Um, I just, and I also love to see the new vendors that come and get started in the industry, whether they get started at our show or any other show. The fact that they're into the industry and they're growing, and you're a prime example about that. We voted you as a rising star, and look where Tayan is. She owns her own podcast. She's got her own store. She's company. I mean, she's
Own a podcast.
working at her school. I mean, look at her. She is.
This is not about me. This is about Wendy.
But she was a rising star, and look at her now, just like we said. So, Wendy, we see big things for you.
I hope so. I'm trying. I'm really trying hard. I really love it. I've loved the Honda industry since I've been a child. So
I was just about to ask.
My heart.
You said that you did EMS and now you're doing, makeup for military and stuff. So how in the world did you find the haunt community?
Oh gosh. I started off as about 10 years old at my Uncle Mark. He's my favorite person in the whole world. He started me off at the House on Haunted Hill. He was with the JCs and he did that, and I worked in several as a kid, and I worked with St. Rita Haunted House when it was still going. That was in Cincinnati, Ohio. I helped with that. It was strictly volunteer. Did everything: build, makeup, props, everything you could think of. And I've worked with several haunted houses, and it's just always been my thing. My girls have grown up in it. I have 3 daughters, and they are cosplayers. So, and they've always helped. I had a home haunt until I moved after my divorce, and I've always loved it. It's just the biggest part of my heart. I love the haunt community. I remember the first time I discovered a haunted convention. I didn't know they existed, and I went up there. We were just going to stay for the day, and I begged and begged, please let us stay for the whole weekend. And it was just, I just walked in, and I was like, there's weird people like me. This is awesome. It was just like, and I found a whole new community, which was great because after that, with my divorce and everything, I found so many amazing friends, and it's just been great. It's added much to my life.
Did you get to go to the shows? Did you take part in the after events we had?
I did. I went to I went to the costume ball. Friday I was exhausted. I saw the back of my
Feel
eyeballs. It was a
I
lot
feel that, man.
up and talking, and yeah, I meant to. I tried to. Everything was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
So I heard you say something about an Ohio haunt. Where are you based out of?
I am my company is based in Hamilton, Ohio, which is outside Cincinnati, and then I help supervise the makeup room for Brimstone Haunted House, which is in Waynesville, Ohio. It's at the Ren Fair, which is really really pretty cool.
I don't know how far. I just moved back to Ohio, so I'm like, I wonder how far that is for me. I'm in Ironton.
Okay, you're not very far.
See, there we go.
Yeah, I travel all over, so we love to have people up at the haunt.
I was telling Dante that I was like, I need pictures, but I don't know where you're at. And he was like, I'm everywhere, man. I was like, aren't we all for real? We're all over the place. So you said, were you doing makeup at your booth?
I was doing a little bit of prosthetic work, but I brought my lovely friend Jeannie. She has Jeannie's Creations, and she did some painting for me. And I like to share the love with people and get people. I just think she's extremely talented, and she's kind of shy, so I wanted to get her out there and introduce her to people. And if you can't build up your friends, what are you here for? If you can't, and which is nice. She made a lot of connections and met a lot of great people, and she manages a Twisted Trails Haunted House, so their makeup room, and so she's really great, and we do a lot of military makeup together and go and collect mushrooms and all the weird stuff.
That's fair. So I'm gonna ask you the question that I've got asked in the beginning when I first started, and that is, I hate this question, so I'm gonna ask you. But what is an ideal 5-year plan for you and your business?
My ideal, um, I'd like to see my shop grow and my inventory of what I have, because I look at all these people who have so many lovely, different assorted, things for there's that you can shop for, and kind of crazy making stuff. So I want to increase my inventory. I want to increase my and I'd like to hire some people. That would be nice. I'd like to
That's always nice.
I have a lot of printers, but one painter. So that's what I'd like to do. And I'd like to hire my friends and give them jobs, and my children, and just involve my friends and family in this crazy ride of what I'm on.
I'm glad you had an answer. The first time somebody asked me that, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Be bigger. I don't we all hope for that? Oh man. Well, Doug, do you have any questions?
No. Are we gonna see you again next year?
Yes, I'll be there.
That's so cool.
Doug's like, I'm so happy.
The best answer to come up with stuff.
Oh, well, where can everybody find your stuff at? And what would be the next show you're going to be at?
I'll be going to MHC. I'll be going there, and after that, CreepyCon. They can find me at wickedeffects.com. It's WIKEDFX.com. So I sell all my stuff online. We do have a Facebook page. I don't sell on Facebook, but you can check me out and check my products and pictures and see what I'm doing. And that's just check out my website. And that's Wendy at wickedfx.com if you have any questions or concerns or want to create something crazy.
Wait, I do have one more question.
Okay.
Is that 3D printer working behind you, actually printing something right now?
Yes, it is.
Doug's like,
Interview why something's being made to sell.
I have 6 in this room.
There's one up here, one on the floor.
Yeah.
I got 2 in the garage that are huge, so they got to stay out there.
I know all about that. Trust me. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show. I
No, thank
appreciate
you for
your
having
time.
me.
And I
We
guess we'll see you soon.
yeah.
Yep, I'll definitely be around.
All right. See you soon.
All right, thank you so much.